Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna share with you my Spellbinders Die Hard Club Kit 3-card collaboration with my friend Sintang Mayumi. We are using this August large and small die of the month with the cutest accessories, 2 sets, and it has the clipboard and the backpack. These 2 sets have a lot of dies, so this card making process will have a lot of die cutting involved. So I pre-die cut some of the dies already to save time, and some parts I'll speed up a little bit. So I hope you'll enjoy this video. For card number 1, I'll also use this alphabet die from Spellbinders, DCWB glitter pad, and a watercolor paper from this 12 by 12 pad, and also a silver metallic cardstock, and also some black cardstock from my stash. I'll also be using 3 important tools for the rest of my video: my craft pick, my bone folder, and the jewel picker, and also my glitter glue. And these are the pieces that I've die cut already, and now I'm just trying to assemble the backpack. So this theme will be black and gold. I'm just showing you the parts that I have die cut already, and then later on I'll use my glitter glue to attach all the little pieces. That's the zipper part of the pocket, and I have die cut the initial letter C because this is for my daughter, and now this is the part where I'm attaching everything in place. Here I will die cut the tan white pattern paper with my Gina Marie rectangle stitch die, and I'm using a black card base measuring 4¼ by 5½ standard card base. And now I have also die cut the word great job from a black cardstock, and here I'm just attaching the handle of the backpack before I forget that little piece there. And I've also die cut the accessories like the journal and the glasses from my scrap papers. And here I'm gonna get a sentiment from my favorite things stamp set. I will heat emboss the sentiment "You're incredible," and now I'm just using my Versamark ink on a black piece of cardstock, and we'll pour the gold embossing powder over it. And then I'll use my Wagner heat tool to melt this embossing powder until it's melted and shiny. And then I will use this Lawn Fawn strip banner die to cut it out, and later on I'll attach that sentiment strip below the great job sentiment. So now I am attaching some foam tape behind the backpack. I want a little bit of dimension because I will use this as a money holder. So a little bit of dimension is what I need, so the money could fit inside the backpack. So I'll attach the accessories, the journal, and the glasses with my glitter glue first, and then I'll show it to you later how the money can fit, so the foam tape helps. Actually, this is for my daughter Kyla, my firstborn. She is a principal's honor roll for this quarter, so I'm just giving her a little reward. I don't know how much I'll give her yet, but this is for her. Her favorite color is gold and black and white, so this is actually for her. I have to make 3 of these for my 3 kids, so they're all principals honor roll for this quarter. So anyway, sorry for the long chit chat. Anyway, I'm now attaching the alphabet die cuts with my glitter glue. I just use a washi tape to help me align it properly. So I sped it up a little bit because there's a lot of letters there. And now I'm using my Spectrum Noir glitter pen to just add some shimmer on those letters. So I've attached everything already. It's done, and now I'll attach this to my black card base, and it's pretty much done. So I'm just gonna get a dollar just to show you how it fits exactly there, and then you can close it or put a velcro or whatever so it can close. So now what I'm doing here, I'm attaching another piece of white cardstock inside the card so I could write a sentiment or my personal message to her. To add some more glitter to the card, I will attach some gems, the jewels I got from Ink Road Stamps. I actually just chose a couple of golds for this card. I think I chose three, and then just attach it to the panel. So that finishes off this card. This is my card number 1. My card number 2, I will be using papers from this DCWV 12 by 12 pad, and it has pretty blues and rose gold colors, and I chose this blue wood grain paper. And this card will be a little bit longer, and it measures 9 1/4 by 4 1/2. And I have already assembled 3 of these cute backpacks. I will use this craft paper to dry emboss this wood grain. I use the Reese embossing folder, and I will be using my puddle brush to blend vintage photo distress ink on this embossed panel. So later on, I'm gonna be cutting a strip from this panel, and I'll attach 2 strips together to put across the blue wood grain panel that I created earlier. And I want my 3 backpacks looking like it's hanging on a wall. So now I'm creating the spots where it's gonna be hanging. I'm attaching foam tape along the brown strips, and then I'll use brads to attach these backpacks. So I'm using my craft pick to poke holes on the brown strip, and I'm using Art Impressions tiny brads to attach my backpacks to the brown strip. Now I'm removing the release paper from the foam tape and attaching this to the blue wood grain panel. And I'm just gonna trim down the sides later on. And I'm using this Simon Says stamp for the sentiment, "Thankful you are my kid." And I use my VersaFine ink for that on a Nina white cardstock. And now I'm trimming it down, fussy cutting it. And then I didn't like that it doesn't have like the white border around it. So I'm just gonna attach it to another white cardstock, and trim it again, leaving a white border around the sentiment. So you'll see later on that I changed it. So here, no, I didn't do the white border yet, but later on there, I've already attached a white border around it. So here are the accessories, the journals and the glasses, the white and the silver ones. And then now I'm doing the crayons with different colors, red, blue, and yellow. And I'm attaching the tiny black strip on the crayons. So I'm making 3 sets of these, and now I'm using my glitter glue to attach the sentiments on each of the flap of the backpack. And then I'll just put all the accessories inside each of the backpacks. So this sentiments, it will read, "Thankful you are my kid." And this is also for one of my daughters. And I actually want this to be on her study table, or maybe hanging by her table. to remind her that I am so thankful that she is my daughter. And then now I'm doing all the accessories. I'm putting everything inside. Two of my daughters wear glasses, so I just wanted to put that in there. And then I'm putting the crayons, and now I'm attaching all the backpacks on this the wood grain. And I like that it's moving. It's kind of like interactive, but when I open the card, it flips over. So later on, I will be putting like an adhesive behind the backpack so it won't flip over. So I just decided to just attach it anyway. So I'm using this Simon Says stamp set, and I'll be getting the sentiment that says reach for the stars. So I'll use my VersaFine Clear ink again for that sentiment, and then I'll use my archival ink for the stars. That's also from the stamp set, and I chose, I think, red, blue, and yellow as well, and just put the stars around the sentiment. So here I will be putting adhesive behind the backpacks. So now I could just flip it over and it's not moving around so much. So that's my card number 2. I like this card. This is my favorite among the 3. And I hope you like this one too. That's my card number 2. For my card number 3, I am now using the clipboard die set. I have pre-die cut all the accessories like the pen, the pencil, the paper, clips, and the scissors, and assembled them and set it aside just to save time. And I am using this mirror gold card stock from Tonic, and I'll be using my sidekick to die cut the 3 elements of that metal thing on a clipboard. Since this die set has a lot of small dies, my sidekick is very convenient for die cutting all the small images. So here I'm cutting the 3 parts of that metal thing on a clipboard. I've also die cut the metal parts of the scissors, the paper clips, and the metal parts of the pencil and the pen. So here I'm showing you the paper that I'll be using for the clipboard, and here are the assembled pieces of my accessories. I am using a Momenta die set that has a lot of sentiments, and I use the word hello and layered them on top of each other to create dimension. By the way, I use a 12 by 12 paper, pattern paper from a paper pad craftsmith that I got from from Michaels. And in here, I'm just attaching the 3 pieces of the clipboard mechanism. It will end up looking like it's the real thing, but actually it doesn't really hold on to paper when you use it. It's very realistic looking. That's why I like it so much. And I'm using a strong double-sided tape to attach these 3 elements. And I think I also use some foam tapes to create dimension. So here there is dimension there, and now I'm removing the release paper and I'll attach it to my brown panel, which will act as the board. So I'm attaching it that way, and it has a little bit of dimension. I will put some glue later on that gold thing, so as to actually hold on to my paper. And now I'm trying to figure out where to put all my accessories: the pencil, the pen, the scissors, and the paper clips. And my sentiment, I die cut another sentiment, hello, on a black cardstock because I wanted it to pop out more. That's why it's now black. I used pink earlier, but I decided to put black on top of it. So now I'm attaching everything together, trying to place all the accessories. And here I've already attached the brad on the scissors, so it's still moving. That's the interactive part of this card. So I like the way it looks. Now I'm going to create my sentiment inside my card using the same VersaFine clear ink, and I use the Simon Says stamp again for the sentiment. It reads, "Have an awesome day." So I'll attach this panel to the inside of my card. And my card is finished. I love how interactive this card looks. So that is my card number 3. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you liked this video. And please don't forget to check out Sintang Mayumi's channel and watch this month's collaboration. Thank you, and I hope to see you again on my next video. Bye!